Hello and welcome to another beauty box unboxing. So today it is latest in beauty, premium age care and longevity. Watch this space volume 4. This was released in August 2025. Now I think this one has sold out. I will double check before I put this up, and if that's not the case I'll mention it on the notes. But I'm not surprised it's sold out. It costs £30 and they say it's worth £287. And it is a subject that is very close to a lot of our hearts, trying to look after our aging skin. So anything new that I haven't tried, I want to have a go with. And there are some fab products in here. Now, the first one I haven't actually used. I have to admit that I haven't tried it out. There are two reasons for this, which I will tell you in a minute. It's the Peter Thomas Roth Anti-Aging Cleansing Gel, 30 ml. Latest in Beauty says this is worth £12.99. The brand says this effectively cleanses pores, dissolves makeup, emulsifies oil, and helps improve the look of skin texture as it chemically exfoliates with glycolic and salicylic acids. It helps diminish the appearance of fine lines, wrinkles, pores, and other signs of aging, and it's ideal for all skin types except sensitive. You can use it daily or as often as needed. Now, it does contain a sunburn alert with this one because it contains an AHA alpha hydroxy acid that may increase your skin's sensitivity to the sun, and particularly the possibility of sunburn. And that's one of the reasons I haven't used this. We've had a lot of sun lately, and I am using another product in here, which I think's got an AHA as well, or something that you have to be careful. And I just don't want to put too many AHA products on my skin at once. But the other reason I haven't used it is because I'm going to put it in my homemade advent calendar that I'm building up, because it's such a lovely little product to have in there. It is sealed at the top, look. I just think that's going to be great to open on a day, because it is a product that I'll definitely use, more so I think in the winter than in the summer when we're getting lots of sunshine. Okay, the next product. Now, this is the one that I really wanted to try. This comes in a little box like this. I think there was a plastic bag as well with it for this one. This is Shiseido Bio Performance Sample Kit. The Skin Filler Serum Duo Deluxe Samples and High Force Cream. Now, you only get a few of these. So you get these little sample serums. I think there's 1 ml in each bit, I think, something like that. And you get 3 of these sample sachets, so 3 each, so like that. 3 of those. I've used 1, so that's why you're only seeing 2. And then you get this little 5 ml pot of the cream, and they put this value at £45, which does sound a lot when you're looking at basically samples. But if you were to buy 50 ml of this cream, just 50 ml, it would cost you £197. To buy both of the serums at 30 ml each, so a pot of 30 ml of each of them, that would be £253. So you're basically talking about £450 for a normal kind of size of these 3 products. So I think the product value on this is correct. Latest in Beauty says this trial kit features the ultimate routine to rejuvenate your skin from inside out. Inspired by aesthetic procedures, Bio Performance uses Shiseido's most advanced technology to bring you the Skin Filler Serum Duo to provide instant filler benefits for skin that looks 5 years younger in just 1 day. To be fair, I'm not sure I looked that good 5 years ago, but never mind. And the newest addition to the range, the High Force Cream for skin that feels tightened, plumped and perfected. And the brand says formulated with red clover extract, OxyShift technology, the cream promotes epidermal and dermal regeneration to rejuvenate the look of skin from the inside out. So one of these serums is for use at night time, and for one of them for use in the daytime before using the moisturizer, which you can use both day and night. But they do say if you have normal to oily skin, they suggest just using this cream as a night cream. Now, I love this brand. I've tried a couple of products. It's a very expensive brand. And to be honest with you, I can't afford it in my day-to-day life. And I do have loads and loads of products from beauty boxes anyway, so it's not really practical for me to do it. If I was extremely rich, this would be the brand that I would buy all the time. I love their Ultimune, is it, serum? That's fabulous. My skin's been looking great recently, and the only consistent product that I've been using was that serum at night time. So I think that has had something to do with it. I've got a scar on my nose which has all but disappeared, which I can't think what's done it, but that's the only one that I consistently use every night, until trying these out, of course. So I've had a go. Now I just need to double check which is which, because I can't see a thing. So this is the nighttime serum. So I used that last night. I've only tried it one night, but I thought, well, let's see if my skin looks 5 years younger in one day. I don't know whether there's going to be any of this left, but I did try to be quite sparing with it. Yes, there we go. So that looks serumy, doesn't it? It does seem to, oh, it feels beautifully soft, you know. It's gorgeous. There is a slight smell to it. It's gentle and it's very gorgeous. It's luxury. It's a luxury smell. So I used that last night, and then this morning, this is the daytime serum. So I don't know whether there's any of this left, to be honest. I don't think there will be, but let's, so I made sure this went, oh, there we go, a tiny bit. So you can see that one's a little bit more creamier looking. And again, it rubs in, it does feel different, but it rubs in nicely. Yeah, I'm not sure whether that smells any difference whatsoever. And then the cream itself is quite rich and thick. I think it does better as a night cream, but I have got it on today under my makeup. That's too much. I don't want to waste it. It's nice. And it does feel thicker. It's not rubbing in quite so nice as the serums did. I think it's better as a night cream for me, you know. Can't really smell anything with that. But I've got a product on from my OK box that I just can't stop smelling. It just smells of chocolate cake. You'll have to watch that to see. But yeah, I'm not sure whether that first one does smell now, you know. I'm sure it did. Anyway, I obviously don't know whether I look 5 years younger. I don't really know what. 5 years ago, I wasn't really using skincare that much, so my skin was pretty rotten. So I probably look like I did 2 years ago, let's say that. 2 years younger. I don't know whether I do. Probably not. But I like it. I love the brand, and it was interesting to try. Okay, it's a high value, isn't it, on a few samples? I've got to admit that. But it is an expensive brand. The next product is by Peter Thomas Roth. I don't know whether I'm saying that. I want to say Roth, but it's probably got some fancy way of saying it, hasn't it? Roth or something. Peter Thomas Roth. 24K gold hydrogel patches, 1 pair. The brand sells 30 pairs for £70. So these don't have much of a product value on them, but I don't know how much they'd be worth because they are individually packed. So at the very least, about £2.33, but I'm guessing a fair bit more than that. These anti-aging eye contour gel patches are infused with pure 24K gold and colloidal gold to help lift and firm the appearance of the delicate eye area in just 10 minutes. They help to reduce the appearance of fine lines, wrinkles and crow's feet, giving the under eye area a look of improved firmness. Hyaluronic acid and hydrolyzed collagen deliver intense hydration, while caffeine helps reduce the appearance of puffiness. Leave on for 10 to 15 minutes. I used these yesterday morning. Was it yesterday morning? No, the morning before. And I was going out to Gloucester, so I thought I'd use it that morning to just make myself look reasonable because I was going out that night. And they did a good job. I like them because they stick in place, so you do not need to sit there with your head back hoping that they're not going to slide. And they did a lovely job at doing that, and my eye area did look very much refreshed afterwards. I love it when it's slightly puffed out in the morning and then you put an eye mask on and it kind of flattens it, but lovely to use. So I liked that a lot. Recommend those. Okay, the next product is by now this is by Symbiosis overnight rejuvenating, I don't know, some Symbiosis, that's it, Symbiosis overnight rejuvenating eye serum. This is 15 mils. Latest in Beauty says this is worth £122, but I did check it out on the brand's website and they got it with an RRP of £102, and it is currently on sale for £71. The packaging looks a little bit nicer than this. I think it's the right one that I saw. Makes me want to stop and check now, you know. I am going to, I'll be back in a sec. It is called the same thing. It might be a slightly different version. I'm not sure on their website. Even so, this is still worth over double the cost that I spent on this box. So this contains glycolic acid, which aims to deeply nourish skin, boosting its firmness whilst also smoothing fine lines and wrinkles. It treats blackheads, dullness and oiliness. RNA helps skin radically combat the signs of aging, including wrinkles, sagging skin and brown spots. And you dot the eye serum under your eye, moving from inner to lower eyelid and extending to the outer corner. So it says under the eye and then moving from inner to lower eyelid. Oh, yes. Do you know what? Sometimes I do wonder at myself. That didn't read right, but what it means, of course, is you moving from inner to outer, like that, not on the eyelid. That read completely wrong. So I have used this twice. I used it last night and the night before. Now, I did get a little bit of stinginess around here, and I do have problems with eye products that are a little bit stronger because my eye area is really sensitive. So I was a little bit worried, so I sat watching my eyes with a magnified mirror in case there was any signs of like proper reactiveness, in which case I would stop and go and take it off. But it didn't. It just tingled for a bit and then stopped. Well, I'm going to have to pause for a second because someone's come home. I'll be back in a sec. Right, that was basically to tell them I was videoing, so there was not too much noise. So this is what it looks like. It's got one of those little pointy bits. I don't know whether you can see that. There you go. And it does blend in well, really quickly actually. Use your ring finger. Don't drag, pat. Don't drag, tap, use your ring finger. That's what they say to do. Yeah, I'm excited to give this a go. I did look at my eye area this morning and think it looked really good after getting up in the morning. Normally, first thing in the morning, it's not great, but it looked good. So I am hopeful that this might actually do something decent for me. I've got a couple of other ones on, one that's nearly run out. Once that's run out, I was going to use a different one, but I think I'm going to stick with trying this one for a bit just to see what happens. Okay, the next product is by Skin and Me, and I don't think it's on my table. Where is that? I think that must be in the bedroom. Bear with me, I'll be back in a sec. So this is the Skin and Me Fine Lines and Elasticity Serum for sensitive skin with retinol alternative and annona extract. It's 12 mils worth £25. This firming night serum revives, renews and boosts collagen production for plump, smooth skin. Active ingredients include 2% bioretinol alternative, which supports skin renewal and boosts collagen, 2% youth peptide, this reduces wrinkles and restores firmness, 5% bioadenosine, tightens pores and improves skin texture, and 3% annona extract, which reduces redness and sensitivity. So to use this, it comes in these gorgeous little packaging. I love this stuff. Oh, upside down. That wasn't very clever, was it? Now, I think this one might be leaking a little bit, because I'm glad in a way, because I can just show you what it looks like. But you twist this until it kind of clicks, and it gives you a perfect dose at the top, which is what you use, and you just scoop it off and use it. I think this one is slightly leaking because I used it a couple of nights ago and it did seem to, a little bit came out afterwards. So I'm not sure whether that's meant to happen. This is what it looks like though, and it goes on beautifully. I love this brand. This is about the fourth one I've had from them. The interesting thing is they do their products for the different kinds of skin. So this one is for sensitive, and I think there's a version for oily combination skin and one for dry to normal skin as well. I'm happy to have the sensitive one though. I would go probably for sensitive or dry to normal would be my choices. Interesting to see what that's going to be like. I will use it as I'm using a different serum at the moment, my Shiseido one, funnily enough. When that one's run out, I will use that one for definite, because it's a lovely product to use, very similar to the other ones that I've had. Okay, and it didn't sting, no tingles or stinging with that, by the way. The next product is by May Botanicals. Now, I've got two products by this brand, and I don't know which is which. So, glasses at the ready. It's this one. This is Mini Super Balm, 15 mils. It's worth £15. Anytime, any place, multi-purpose skin balm with organic sweet almond oil and British beeswax. Long-lasting nourishment for dry skin that needs a little extra love. It helps revitalise and soften skin while also helping to replenish the skin's barrier. You apply to targeted areas such as lips, face, body and hands as needed to prevent dryness and chapping. I haven't had a go with this. I just wanted to see what it was like on screen, on video, because I think I'm going to like the look of it, and I do. It's really cute. I love it. I love it just for its pot. How gorgeous is that? Oh, it is quite a thick looking balm, isn't it? There's a slight smell to it. Not sure what that smells of. Maybe kind of like clinical, bit clinical. So I would put it on my elbows because they are terrible still. Actually, they are getting better. Targeted action on the elbows. And that's where I'll be using it, to be honest. It'll be one of my nighttime products. I use lots of different balms and potions and all sorts on my elbows, and it will be going to be used on there, I think, as part of my nighttime routine. Okay, the next product in here is also by May Botanicals, and it's the Save Face Spot Solution. This is 15 mils worth £22. Formulated specifically for sensitive and stressed skin, this has a fast-acting formula designed to calm flare-ups and support the skin's natural healing process without stripping or irritation. I'm sure I saw a little fly just fly near my mouth. I'm hoping I don't eat it while I'm talking to you, because I'd feel very bad about that. Powered by a blend of nature's most effective botanicals, including willow bark extract, a natural source of salicylic acid, and soothing chamomile, this targeted treatment works to gently purify pores, reduce redness and visibly diminish blemishes. So to use this, you have to do it on cleansed skin, apply a generous layer over the troubled areas with a cotton tip. Do not apply to the whole face. Leave it to set for 10 to 15 minutes until dry, or you can use it overnight before wiping off with warm water. Now, I haven't got any spots at the moment, which is I'm quite happy about, obviously, but I can't really try it out. Oh, another very pretty pot. Slightly different to that one, isn't it? So that's more blue, I think. Not sure. That one looks blue still, but very dark blue. And let's have a look at what's in. Oh my goodness me, I think it's the contents that are making the colour difference, because look at that. I didn't expect that. Oh, that smells strong. Oh, it's tea tree. Is that tea tree? That smells of tea tree to me. That'll do a good job. I think tea tree on spots is fabulous. Yep, that'll do a good job. I'm excited. I will try a little bit on my hand just to show you what it. Oh, it's quite thick. It's not what I expected. It's not what I expected at all. So I guess you put a generous layer on. You just put a big double of it. Double, is that a word? A big bit of it on your spot like that. Yeah, that'd work. I'm sure that'd work, you know, because I can smell the tea tree already. So yeah, interesting. Hey, I'm excited. Excited by that one. I didn't think I'd be excited by that one at all. Okay, I can't get the lid back on. Right, the next product. Now this is interesting because this is by Bella Pierre. It's the HD Smoothing Primer, 30 mils, worth £28. Now I got this description from the packaging. I've actually got a Bella Pierre HD Smoothing Primer, but it looks different. The colour of the tube is different, and I've not had it in this pink one before. I think I've had it twice in the other colour, but not this one. And it looks different to the picture on the brand's website. So I've taken the description of this from the packaging at the back. Expertly crafted to deliver a flawless complexion, addressing concerns such as dryness, fine lines, oily skin and enlarged pores. Specially formulated to act as both a makeup base and colour corrector, it ensures a seamless application while providing nourishment and hydration. Designed to prevent any cakey build-up, it preps the skin immaculately, creating the ideal canvas for your makeup application. Now, it says it can be worn alone for its skin smoothing benefits, and it does say, or as a base for mineral makeup. So I don't use a mineral-based foundation. Mine, I think, is water or silica. It's Il Makiage, so it's not that. So I got a bit confused by what that meant. I have used it under my Il Makiage, and it seems to have gone okay. I'm not entirely sure it's my favourite primer in the world, but it feels so lovely when you put it on. It feels like it's got hyaluronic in it or something like that, because you put it on, and I don't know what the colour correcting was either, because it didn't seem to do anything about that, but you put it on and it sort of went on. It felt quite thickish going on, and then after just a few seconds it kind of went all watery feeling. It felt really nice, and it did give a lovely smooth feel to my skin. So I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure. Sorry, I should have moved this silly wire. It's the wire to my ring light, and every time I touch it, the ring light flickers, and I should have done that in between videos, but I didn't. I forgot completely. But anyway, it's okay. Oh, you see, now you touch it again, it feels really silky. I like it. I'm not 100% sure it goes best under my foundation, but I think that might be because there's a little thought in my head, having read the back of the packaging, you know, it's like gone in my head as a little niggle. Is this going to last? My other one, I don't go to as my go-to primer. It's not my favourite. It does an okay job, but it's not my favourite. So I'm not entirely sure. The jury is out on this one. I will try it a few more times and keep an eye on how my makeup is through the day. Now, the next product in here is by Mellow Cosmetics, and this is a baked eyeshadow. Now, the shade you get will vary. I think they're quite sort of nudie, browny kind of shades, though. This is 3 grams and it's worth £12. Highly pigmented and silky smooth powder. The baked formula applies and blends evenly. And these are long-lasting and shimmering colours which can be worn wet or dry, applied using an eyeshadow brush or your fingers. So I've got the one that I would have wanted, which is a very light coloured one. For me, this is like a kind of a highlighter colour. So that's what I've used it as. Now, I find these really difficult to open. It's quite a I mean, it's probably a good thing that it's quite tightly stuck down, but I need some tweezers to prise it open, so I'll have to go and find some. I'll be back in a sec. So here you go. This is what it looks like. It's slightly rounded at the top, which is quite nice, and it feels lovely and silky. So I will put it on my arm. Can you see? For me, that's a definite highlighter. I could use it in the middle of my eyes as well. I think it would look nice there. In fact, I might give that a go actually. But I have got it under my eyebrows, which I'm pretty sure you can see pretty well there. And in the corner of my eye as well. I like it. It's really nice. I think it's one that I'm going to start using. I think I might pause, you know, and put it on in the middle of my eye and see what it looks like. I'll be back in a sec. So I actually really like that. I don't know whether you can see it. It's ruined my eyeliner mind, but never mind, eh? I'm not doing a lot this afternoon, so it's fine. So that's the end of the box. Now, I think it has sold out, which is a bit of a shame. I think it's definitely worth it. I mean, there are some things in here that people might say, wow, that is a lot of value they're putting on the things, but they're good brands. So first of all, we had the cleanser. I haven't tried it out, but I am excited. That's going in my advent calendar. Then we had the Shiseido little things to try out, which I think is a lovely thing to try. I don't know whether you will get the full benefits with such a small amount, but they do say 5 years younger in one day. I'm not sure that's going to happen. Then, of course, we did have the eye gels, which were probably the next thing that I should have mentioned to you. I thought those were great. They did a fab job, so happy with those. We've got the Skin and Me serum as well, which I love this brand. I think it's about the fourth one I've used now, and I've liked every single one of them. My skin's been good recently, so the products that I'm using are good. You know, I can't guarantee which ones are doing the best, but I do think that Shiseido Ultimune does a good job. Then we had the two little May botanical things, so the balm and the blemish spot cream, which spot, not cream really, is it? It's spot mud looking thing. Interesting spot thing. Then we had the Symbiosis, which I couldn't pronounce, eye product. I hope that my skin carries on allowing me to use this and not going all sort of sensitive and overly what's that word, when it goes, what happens with me is I get like a little spot, a patch of skin here, which actually goes kind of dark if I don't like a product on my eye. So I'm hoping it doesn't do that. Then we had the Bella Pierre primer, and finally the Mellow eyeshadow, which yours might be different to this one. I think it's a really good box for £30. I think, I can't remember whether I got some money offers. I can't remember how much I actually paid for it. You know, it was only a week ago, but I just can't remember. I've been to Gloucester since. That's my excuse. You did get a leaflet with it as well, which I forgot to mention, but that's there. Yeah, I thought it was a great box. Happy with that one. Shame it sold out. Anyway, I have already done my update for the week at the end of my OK box, and to be honest with you, not that much has happened. And I gave a big long speech about advent calendars, which probably went on far too long, but that is the excitement in my life at the moment, as it probably is for quite a lot of you out there deciding which one to get. It's all very exciting. Anyway, I hope you have a wonderful week and everything goes well for you. The sun shines, maybe rains at night, so we can have a bit of goodness in the earth. It is getting a little bit dry here in the UK, a little bit too dry, I think. I think the ideal weather conditions would be rain at night time and sun in the daytime. That would suit nicely. I will be going on a walk, I think tomorrow, quite a long one, to walk off all the food that I've had when I went to my trip to Gloucester. And I hope you have a fabulous day tomorrow and Bank Holiday Monday if you're in the UK, and enjoy it. And if you're not working, And to those of you who are working, thank you for working, because that's really very good of you when some of us are going to just be walking around. Sending you loads of love, particularly those of you who have to work on Bank Holiday Monday. Loads of love, positive energy. I hope you have a good few days. I hope you have a wonderful week. In fact, to be honest with you, this is probably not going out until Bank Holiday Monday, thinking about it, because I'm going to put my OK one out first, since this one's sold out. Unless I suddenly see this one's back in the latest in beauty directory, I will leave this one for a bit, because obviously you can't get it anyway. I don't like doing the film. I don't like videoing ones you can't get, because I think it's not very nice, is it, you know? But it was worth it, I think, just to show you what was in there. Sending loads and loads and loads of love and positive energy, and I hope that I see you again here very soon. Take care.